just so that everybody knows, this is episode 3. For those of you that watched this live, it was only about an hour after I finished episode 2, but this is going to be level 3. We've finished level 1, Lapis, and level 2, Ruinous, and I believe this is Civitas? This font is cool, but I have no idea how to read it. Aciticus? No, Aciticus. Acid. Anyway, that word right there. Sorry. In the achievements, I thought it said Civitas. Yeah, it does. It says Civitas. So, oh. Okay. Well, that's pretty. That's really, really pretty. I think it's so funny that so many of the games I've played have such a wonderful taste in color. This is cool. The water looks especially pretty this time around. The illumination around the pillars too, right when it touches the water, that's really, really nice. Oh, neat. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Wow. Wow. Wow, what a way to start an episode. Yeah, so this is cool. So this is obviously the very last episode, or the very last level that we have for Ascendance. And in the tail end of... Man, I love the surface detail to this. This is so cool. Man, this is pretty. Yeah, visually, this is like the most visually appealing level in this. This is really, really cool. I mean, they all kind of stood out, but this is definitely a visual treat. But in the last level, I was talking about how... Oh, okay. As the world strives to give us fruition, we will strive to shape a new age to give fulfillment. But as I was talking in the last episode, we were talking about... Oh no. Oh, that worked out. Remembrance. We were talking about the game completion rate. And I know it couldn't be seen on the actual video, the actual chat, but Captain asked what was the 1%, because as it stands right now, I have 562 perfect games with a 99% completion rate. And I mentioned in the very first episode that I was approached by the group, the 99% completion people, that I was invited to the group. Sorry, I started there. I was invited to the group, and then I started enriching more of that completion rate, and made certain that less games that I started affected it in a negative way to preserve it. And so like I said before, I started taking it pretty seriously in about 2013, 2014. Not that it wasn't something I took seriously when I did start out, when I got the account for Steam, and but I really started thinking this is something that I could do, and maybe turn it into a profession. And the streaming kind of came out of randomness, out of the surviving aspect of it. I knew I wasn't going to make that. The surviving aspect of guide making, and I was like, I could make video guides or live stream how to get stuff done in games for people, and I kind of kept putting it off and putting it off, until people kept telling me that, as I was playing Warframe, that I should do a lot more talking, online, and it's funny because I don't do as much talking in real life either, so I'm a little bit quiet, normally reserved, but I took them up on that and started streaming a little by little with. There we go. Started streaming a little bit with the headset and went into that. Did some guides. Obviously, if people were a part of the stream back then, that's when I streamed Darksiders, War Mastered Edition, and then I about half a month later I streamed the original version of Darksiders because I wanted to complete both of them. The original was buggy as all get out, and that's sort of the thing that at least began my journey on Twitch. But for 100%ing, a lot of the people that helped me out with a lot of the preliminary achievements and games that I started out with, obviously I was on my own for a massive part of it, but oh, neat. Inference. Sorry if I mess up on pronunciation of any of these. I know we had a few of them that were a bit odd in the first level. But now there's a lot of people that are in the 100% group that I talk to. There are people in different groups that go for, yeah, I knew I was going to make that. The 99% completion rate group, Light and Nilo. They're incredibly encouraging. Just a really good bunch of people that I've met over the last year and a half, actually, have just been incredibly supportive of doing what we do and loving what we do. It's just been a real treat to meet like-minded people that are compassionate and caring. So it's been a real nice, and this is just this is an extension of that. Being able to do this, builds the community. Oh, that sound effect was pretty cool. Builds the community up, I think, a lot more. Neat. But excuse me. So the captain asked, what was the 1% that I have yet to finish as far as my completion rate is concerned, and it's a bit tricky of a question to answer. There are several games in my history on Steam that have been incredibly challenging to get through. Excuse me. Just very, very difficult to even get any degree of completion on any of them. And some of those have eventually fallen. I have pretty fond memories of some of the ones that were exceedingly difficult. Trine 2 comes to mind. That took me 97 hours to finish at 100%. The hardcore mode is exactly, it does not lie. It is exactly as it sounds. It is very, very challenging. Even Zenbound 2, I think took me almost over 70 hours, if I'm not mistaken. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. Oh. Oh, I really thought I could make that. Oh, there's one. Cool. Okay. But as, a lot of the games that I have open, let's say, I call them the this is gonna sound so stupid and probably lose me so much seriousness, but anyway, I call them the oh, severance. Cool. I call them, oh, because it's severed from the rest of the world. That's pretty cool. You can't get anywhere from here. That's interesting. Okay. I call them the open wounds. And the open wounds are games that have yet to be completed. Obviously, they're the ones that influence my completion rate to not be 100%, but a 99%. And so it's very simple of a name. And Magnificence. This is cool. We're finding a lot of these actually back to back. This is good. 6 more to go. So those include like Team Fortress 2. When I started out, when Team Fortress 2 went free, I remember I downloaded it in an evening, and within I think about a week, I had maybe 100 achievements. And as it stands right now, there's 520 achievements in that. I have a 74% in that, I believe. 74 or 73% as it stands right now. I'll have to double check that to know for sure. But other games, when I started out, like I said, I didn't take it too seriously, and so I never really looked at the completion rate as something to be all that worried about. They just didn't seem very important to me, and try to understand. I definitely don't think that an achievement or achievements determine the value of a game. I mean, that's obviously subjective. I mean, people are going to value a game differently. However you value it, you're going to value it. Actually, this might not have anything to do with it, but in the first episode I mentioned R. White Goose. He runs GoldenEye. He's part of the community that tries to run GoldenEye and get better times, and oh wow, I just undid everything that we just did. You can tell that I'm a really good player. Sorry. But our White Goose, he plays 007 GoldenEye, and I have never played GoldenEye. It was not a part of my I have an N64 and it was part of my childhood, but it was never really something that was too big of a deal for me. But for me, I played Perfect Dark, and so I have an influence of one of my favorite memories of of N64. Wow, that was bad. Of N64 being Perfect Dark, of that being the one shooter that I played with other gamers when I during my childhood. That was the one aspect of N64 that I really enjoyed. Oh wow, we really just cannot hit that at all. That just looks like where you're supposed to go. That's depressing, actually. Anyway, so that's the one aspect of my history with N64 that I don't have. I have never played GoldenEye, and so somebody who recognizes that, somebody who loves that they had that experience define shooters for them, and I don't have that aspect of it in my history. My first first-person shooter was I think it was actually Metroid Prime on the GameCube. It was my first shooter. That seems incorrect. I never really got into first-person shooters all that much until much later in my gaming history. Like I said before, I grew up with Nintendo. Super Nintendo was my first console, and I remember within the first 10, maybe 15 minutes of setting it up, I had already beaten the first 2 levels. So I adhered to it, immediately. I never got into Metroid until the Prime series. I never, I never really was a fan of Nintendo, like a fanboy of Nintendo until, okay, so that's pretty deceptive right there. You have to go down, until probably GameCube, because I had a lot more interest in Zelda by that point. Oh, there's one. There we go. Let's try not to... Oh, that was a weird sound. Omnipresence. Okay, that sounded like it was dying. I can't believe I missed that, actually, looking down. Sorry if that just gave everybody whiplash, me doing that. So, and when I had a Super Nintendo, a friend of mine gave me Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and that was my very first Zelda title. And that was the only Zelda title, I believe. I don't really have any way of looking that up, but it was the very first Zelda title that I beat without the internet, without any guides, written or like GameFAQs, or and the GameFAQs takes me back. Any of the guides that you would have, and I remember looking back on those guides and word for word, like just hanging on how people were able to design guides to look for things, because I remember when I eventually got to something a lot more complex, like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, which Majora's Mask I still think to this day is the most complex game, at least one of the most complex Zelda titles that I've played, that I have fond memories of. Majora's Mask is actually my favorite. As we embrace to ascend with the sun, we will remember to hesitate like the night. I like that. That's really pretty. But yeah, so, when I got into guide making, it was because of, people that I had watched. Oh, there's one over there. People that I had, read guides of for the games that I had played outside of Steam. And so I really enjoyed getting into making guides early on Steam. As soon as the guide designing came out, within, I think, the first couple of weeks I was reading up on it. And I remember the very first guide that I made I worked that day, and I think it was like 6 in the morning, maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, and one of the games that had come out was I thought I was gonna be able to remember it. Give me just one moment. I feel bad for doing this, but it's kind of important. The developer had run into trouble with designing the game, and I apologize, this is so unprofessional, but the Imagine Me. And Imagine Me was this small platformer that was so unbelievably buggy. It's by Niffy Games LLC. Was so unbelievably buggy. The levels were all messed up. Some stuff didn't work. You would clip through things, or the levels would load, and it was just, it was just bad. It was launched, but it was in such pre-alpha, or so it seemed. And it was just one of those things where it needed heavy editing, and I remember it being really early in the day, 5 in the morning, and I needed to be at work at like 10, and I stayed up the whole day and helped the developer with all the glitches, with all the bugs, for 4 hours. I stayed up, and I helped find all these bugs and whatnot, and we did troubleshooting, and I built an entire guide, and that's how I got introduced to the guide making process on there, and that was one of the real driving forces to 100% in games. And like I was saying with my open games, I wanted to help others not have a low percentage of games. Being able to tangibly reduce games in people's lists that were not finished was just something that was really cool to me. Like being able to affect the global rankings of achievements in games, just it's neat. It's exciting to be able to challenge yourself that way, and to help others, knowing almost full well that some of the percentages of completed games are because of your efforts. And I never mean that to sound... Really? I missed that? Are you... For real? Okay. Okay. Anyway, I never mean to make me sound, pretentious or arrogant or anything like that, but I really... It's an amazing feeling, I think probably because I was so antisocial for the longest time, to then click inside of a community and kind of like immediately find, oh, I can do this, find my purpose, essentially, for lack of a better term. And kind of like saying it out loud, it is sort of, sad, but I am unbelievably grateful for the welcoming, members of the 100% community that have, fueled my fire to be able to do this, and purchasing equipment. We built Kato, who has been in chat several times and is, obviously going to be a major contributor to the future of this channel, and when we do podcasting and whatnot, will be a major voice, inclusionary voice in this channel, and I'm sure his own channel, and our future endeavors. And so, we buying equipment and being able to advance, like this, he helped me build the PC that I have right now, and he'll help me upgrade. Fingers crossed. he'll help me upgrade the PC when it does come time to upgrade her. And oh, by the way, I can call her a her, because if mechanics can work on a car and call it a her, I think I'm completely legally allowed. I'll have to ask Leonard French, but I'm pretty sure I'm legally allowed to call my computer a she. So I actually think in some southern states it actually is a law that you call a car a she. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not wasting anybody's time here or anything. Thanks, game. Ugh, I keep missing. That's not it. Where is it? Okay, so here's where we were, and we need to go over to the next point. Oh, what's that? That's weird. Some of this is deceptive, because of the reflection, but I think I just keep talking too much and missing where I'm supposed to be going. I apologize. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of how I got into, between these three episodes. It's pretty much the story of how I got into this community, and it hasn't always been, roses. Like, I remember very fondly, and that's a weird thing to say, but I remember very fondly games that I played that were absolutely dreadful and took me years to complete. I mean, there's games I have now that I have essentially given it to Jesus, that I will never physically be able to finish them. And that's not really like defeatist. It's, it's me being a realist. I have to accept that there might be some games that I will never finish, and that's okay. That's okay to me. But it is an aspect that I want to work on with every exceeding measure of me, because it tests me as a gamer, to be able to finish all of these, to finish as many as I can. It sounds dramatic, probably overly dramatic, but yeah, it's just something that is a real passion of mine, to work on these. I feel like we've done this area like 19 times now. This is the same area that I can't get past. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going around in circles. Okay. They said that level 3 was a bit harder to kind of figure out where you're supposed to go. Okay, so we know that there's one up there. We know we need to get up there. So let's... Okay. Do that. Can I retain some... No, I can't. So I was wrong in the first episode that this retains some extra bounce. I don't think that you do retain any of that at all, actually. Okay, so this is where we need to go. We can't hop from that to there to those. So we have to go around. But getting onto YouTube was also sort of random. You know, I was expecting mostly to do this as far as Twitch, and then as far as maybe doing an occasional video for a guide, but never doing streaming and put. Oh, neat! There's one over here too. Never doing streaming and putting it onto permanence. 5 more to go? 6 more to go. Okay. Maybe it's 11 per. That's weird. That's a cool number, but that's okay. Can you not? No. A lot of these you have to... Huh. That's interesting. A lot of them are in segments you can't escape from, so that's cool. Okay, so from up here, we went... Is that the one? No. It's not. But then I just... You know, I started watching... I mean, obviously, our White Goose, I've mentioned him before, Distortion 2. You know, one day I was looking through games on Steam, and I can't remember the name of the game that I was looking through. This was incredibly random, but I honestly consider it a blessing. I don't... You know, I don't... it was an incredibly fortunate accident, an absolute blessing to me, I think, anyway. And I ran into a channel that was showcasing how to beat a game, getting all the things to it, and the girl was, you know, was laughing and really enjoying it, and occasionally she'll be a little hard on herself or whatnot, but it just seemed like she was just enjoying the moment, and like it wasn't this, like, you know, tension, this having to be unbelievably professional and not, you know, laugh about it, being incredibly casual and just enjoying what she was doing. And her name is Devin Christie. I don't know if she'll watch this or whatnot, but she is the reason I have a YouTube channel, without a doubt. Like, I was never planning on there being, you know, gameplay, you know, footage or whatnot, really of anything aside from guides. I was going to make professional videos that were cut and everything like that. Clearly, this is not professional. So I actually think that I might be, like, having early signs of dementia, because I think I keep going back and forth into things and not really getting to where I need to go. I apologize. Yeah, this is kind of bad playing. Anyway, so, but Devin Christie's channel is just so much fun. She's so upbeat, and she's just such a charismatic player, and she does like arts and crafts. She has an Etsy store too. She just got a Redbubble to do. I think we already hit this one, right? Yeah. Oh crap! I shouldn't have jumped down there. Now I am awful at this, but she's doing like a playthrough of Quantum Conundrum as of right now. She did one on Don't Starve. She's just an absolutely incredible, fun person, and so this is all possible because I got the encouragement, and we didn't even talk really at all. Like the first couple of playthroughs of watching her play through things, because I don't really. I mean, obviously there's an immense kind of nervousness talking to girls on the internet, and for me in general, but that's a major issue of mine. I always feel that it's kind of impolite, because I always feel that you're just going to immediately be seen as a monster or something. So I always kind of avoid it. I always like get nervous. But she is the reason that this YouTube channel exists. So thank you, Devin, if you are watching or listening. She is now streaming as well, so that's really cool. It's exciting for everybody. Oh, look at me. I'm actually finishing part of the game. Look at that. Okay, so the caboose is over there. What can we do to get over there? That's sure. I don't remember that being there. That'll get me up. Oh, sorry. I realized that my microphone, I just leaned back in my chair. So if my voice went kind of dead there. Some of this is very, I mean, it's obviously incredibly maze-like. Like, it's very, very confusing. I want to say you have to go there, but I don't think I can reach. I don't think I can reach that top of that with any of these, actually. Nope. Okay, so we died again and we're back here. See, maybe. Oh, I just hit the microphone again. Oh my gosh. Let me see something here. So this takes us up here, and we can get to these ones. I feel bad, like this is just taking me a much longer too. And I try to be the storyteller, but also try to balance it, because I want to keep people interested in what I do and why I do it. But then also showcase the game. Like I think One Vision is probably one of the stronger indie developers. If this is what they can bring, I mean, if they can bring something even more engaging than this, that has a story and dialogue and whatnot, then I think that they should, obviously be showcased. I have no problem buying future products of theirs if this is what they're. If something similar to this is going to be brought. So, okay. I don't think I can do this, but let's try here. No. There was a bit of a pop, but not enough to carry me. So let me see. Some people really said that this one was a much, much harder to get around than the other ones. I mean, some of that is my error because I wasn't really paying attention to some of the leveling or some of the jumping. Okay, well, I'm just bad at that. Oh, man. This is the one thing that's necessary to have editing software for, which I do not have. So, unfortunately, it is me struggling to. This is interesting, though, that there's so many of these barriers here, or not barriers, these wall alcoves here, but you can't get to any of them. And some of them seem so obvious, but they're just out of your reach. So maybe I am... Nope, that doesn't really help either. That's not going to carry me... Wait, hang on a second. Where can I lead up to that? I think also my microphone is picking up the movements of my keystrokes. So oh, there's one. Cool. Purveyance. Sorry, I had to read that. That Y. Everybody knows the Y being weird. Okay. Well, see, why couldn't you have done this with the other ones? Could have got out of there. That's fine. Cool. Okay, so I'm able to get back right to where I was, because that would be annoying to die there yet again and everybody be mad. Okay, so we're getting some of this done. This is good. I like this one especially. I think the color combination is really good. It definitely has a very, you know, I mean, the whole game has a very vaporwave feel to it. This is the opposite direction of where I think I wanted to be. Okay, now, this led to here. Those were where the pedestals were, but those pedestals are not going to throw me, or those jumpers are not going to let me go. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so the caboose definitely aren't too hidden. Oh, there's no way I can make that jump. I think you have to go around. Yeah, I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. Oh, uh-oh. Oops. Okay. So that's the caboose over there that we missed right there. Right near the reticle, right in the reticle right there. And then there's one up here that we just saw. Yeah, there it is. Oh gosh. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. We're okay. Oh, are you serious? A literal half a fraction away? Okay, that's fine. Crap. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, as I mentioned before, a lot of the channels that I do follow are linked on my YouTube page, on my followed page. So if there is any YouTube channel that I mention, and I will try to link them in the show notes when I do talk about somebody. Definitely check everybody out that I follow. They're amazing people. Malexis, for instance, she does adventure games. So normally Artifex Mundi Games, because they're the largest developer. I think Big Fish is the other developer in that. And there's other developers in in the hidden object venue. So it's not like one name only. Yeah. Transcendence. 4 more to go. Cool. That was a good jump. I'm really happy with that one. Okay. Let's get this other beam here. Now we have one more that we know of. Right over there. Oh crap. Crap. Okay, so I hit that one, which means it's gonna keep my save right here. Okay. Can I make that? Nope. No, I cannot. Okay. Let's try again. Now where can I go from here then? This is a lot more forging your own path and being told. I'm trying to see where stuff makes sense to get to that caboose over there. Because you can't make that. Like, it makes it think that you can, but you can't. Wait, was this the one that I couldn't reach? I think it was. I think this was the one that I couldn't reach. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to make any difference because I still can't reach it. I guess I definitely can't make that. There's no way. Too far. Interesting. Alright, let's look at the other beam. The other beam's over here, so let's try to go for the other beam, and if we do make that, maybe it adds on to it. It seems weird because I don't think any of them were ever locked out of your reach, aside from ones that had to spawn. So, like, this looks like you could do that, but it's about if it had a little more of a jut out, you could make it, but I don't think you can. And I wish I could find a way over to this one. Maybe I'm just not looking, like, properly enough. Let me find a little bit over here. I do apologize if my keystrokes are loud and possibly annoying. Here we go. Okay, hang on. This might be it. Oh, gosh. There we go. Okay, so we saw from this bridge, from this bridge, that it was... Oh, here we go. Cool. Neat. Awesome. Abeyance. 3 more to go. Cool. Okay, I don't remember seeing any is that one up there? I think that one is one we already have. It looks like it, because it looks more translucent than solid, but I can't tell if it's... because they're not segmented once you've picked them up. That one's, just clear. They don't have any definition anymore. Okay, so the next beam was... Oop. Oh, it could have almost been bad. At least we're making some progress on this. I don't feel like I'm as terrible as Are you serious? Okay, well that's fine, because we're here now. Okay. So that's the next beam. We haven't gotten to where there's more than one look. Oh no, we have. There's one over here too. Okay. Cool. That's exciting. I think that's, when they start splitting, that's feels like the natural, like, halfway point of the game, I think. So... Nope. I will say this, as far as things that need to be edited, I would definitely look as character movement is key for this, and definitely needs to be, I think, improved. I know that they're probably working very, very hard on Essence and working for Destroya as well. My assumption is that all these games are set in the same universe. They all tell their own particular story and all have this kind of encapsulation of philosophy and absolutely gorgeous architecture. Really? This is going to send me all the way over there? There's no way. Oh, yeah, that arc is pretty good. Oh, there we go. Like, it's fabulous. Like, that's so neat. I do think that it's interesting in this one they appear with a different animation than in the first two. The first two, I believe it was the same design. So it is interesting to see that they changed that for only the third one. Not... Oh, no. Oh, crap. That's fine. Okay. But there was another caboose over there. I don't know if anybody else saw it, so... Okay. Let's go down to this one. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Are you serious? Like, am I just not, like, holding... I don't know if maybe they're, like, just a little half an inch or just, like, a fraction of a difference. Yeah, that one's taken. Okay. We got that one. Not down there. This has to be the next one to go to. Okay. Oh, this is a nice one. I can't fall off of this one. Wait, is that one we need? I can't tell. It looks translucent and not segmented. So, Okay, well, this is a curiosity then. We've already been there. How do I wrap around to this one? I don't want to get stuck here. Wait, can I... Oh, do I have to go up to that one? Well, that's weird. Yeah. Maybe... Or maybe this leads around... Oh, okay, yeah. This leads around to the back. Okay. A lot of jumping for this one. Making me a bit nervous. Wait, where was that one? There you are. Parlance. 2 more to go. It's one that was hidden on the way to one. Okay, what are we looking at here? Oh, okay. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. It's kind of obnoxious, but just some of the jumping, but it's not awful. Like, it's not the worst I've ever seen. I think some of it honestly is me. Like I said before, it in the Reverie video. I don't know if I should mention games that I've played before. Well, I mean, that's what I would have been doing. But videos, because I don't want people to think that they, like, missed content. But no, I mentioned in the Reverie video, whenever there's a problem in a game, normally it's the player. It's naturally what you should go to, but you should know who the developer is. You should know if they know what they're doing, and if not, there we go. Okay, yeah, that was my fault. That was clearly my fault. I don't think I went for the right part of that incline, or, oh my gosh, alcove, ledge, whatever. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't loud. I believe there's just 2 more to go. Oh. Well, that was nothing. That was not a jump at all. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's take a look around. We're at a higher elevation. We can pretty much... We can see quite a bit up here, actually. That's the 3rd, rune stone, I guess. Almost looks like the Keening stone from Magic the Gathering. Almost. I mean, it's not a Hedron. As old shapes vanish, the world will remember, merging their memories into ours forever. Oh, that's cool. I like this. This is cool. This is a nice way of spending, like, an evening, just with a casual platformer. Like I said before, some of the jumping can be a little... Nope, not gonna make it. Some of the jumping can be a little frustrating, but... There we go. Yep, see, it's normally your fault when you mess up a jump, or need to make a better choice. Wait, why am I going over here? I thought this was leading me to a... Yeah. I don't know why I'm... Okay. Maybe I... Oh, I must have finished this section. Yeah. Okay, never mind. My bad. Okay. Hit this one. Go up here. Jump here. Oh my. Okay. So I think that bridge there, or this incline here, is new. I don't remember that being there. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be new. Okay, so getting up to this level here is definitely an addition. Neat. Okay, cool. Do you need to pay attention just to make certain that the last 3, or sorry, the last 2 do not escape our detection? Find that one on the wall. What is that? Was that one? No. Okay. It's interesting that none of the tops of any of the buildings, there doesn't seem to be one anywhere on any of the tops of the buildings. So... Oh, that's a new one over there. Or, it's a new beam over here. Oh, wow. That to that. Around here, no. This can't really lead me anywhere, can it? How do I get to that? Oh, I wish this wrapped around. Oh, wait. Up to there. Turn that around. Oh, I still can't see. Yeah. That still feels kind of awesome to be able to nail those jumps, though. It's pretty cool. Pretty gratifying. Yeah, I think the once you've got one of the caboose, they also don't spin the same way. Not that that really matters, but I mean, it does. Okay, we've already hit all of this. Can I? Nice. Okay, yeah, that was cool. I'm not entirely convinced that's how I was supposed to get that one, but we got it. Wait. Oh no, that was one I already got. See, I'm now on the lookout for them because we've built such a mega structure around us. Mega structure. Okay, so to explain why I giggled at that, my favorite manga is a manga called Blame, and that's what they call the area where the story takes place, the mega structure, because they don't know what it is. I'm not going to ruin that for anybody. It's literally, in my opinion, one of the best things ever written. It's absolutely incredible. It actually is being republished now. It was published in '97 in North America, and it's it finally it was published by Tokyo Pop, and I'm not sure if anyone's familiar. Tokyo Pop is no longer in business. They still, well, I shouldn't say that. They still exist, but oh, there's 4 of them here. I wonder if there were 4 of them in the other ones. As the cosmos revolve around us, we will harmonize, revolving around our cosmos. I wonder if there were 4 in all of them. I feel bad. I don't think I found them all. But it was published in North America in '97 by Tokyo Pop, and Tokyo Pop no longer actively publishes. They most of their work has been adapted by Kodansha in North America. I hate to jump all the way down there, but I don't think I have that one right there. I wish there was a zoom. No, I do. That's, yeah. It's opaque. Okay. Opaque, is that the right word? I think I might have used that one wrong. Anyway. It is an absolutely phenomenal manga. If you ever do get a chance to read it, I highly... Oh, there's one. Neat. Okay, so one more. I highly recommend it. It's only 66 chapters. That might sound pretty low, but I'm trying to remember the kind of breaking point. The consonants? Consonants, yeah. The original manga exists as 66 chapters. There is a sequel that is only, I think it's like a one-shot. For those of you that don't know exactly how manga works, one-shots are normally like when they bring out chapters of manga, they'll bring them into the whatever magazine they're publishing. So like, you know, in North America we have New Type, I think, here, but the original manga in Japan is like Shonen Jump, and I think Shoujo Beat, I think is one of them. There's also a Gundam comic. I can't remember for the life of me remember what it is. It's a Gundam Ace, I think, is the comic that publishes it, and it's all the Gundam series. And I think there's also like, you know, articles on different mecha anime and stuff like that, and movies and whatnot. But there's a number of different magazines that publish in Japan, and oops, okay, just bounced right off of that one. That's cool. There's a number of magazines, and in them they'll do one chapter. Occasionally, if they're going on like a vacation, they'll expand and do like a longer chapter, maybe like a bi-chapter, a dual chapter. I don't know why I said bi-chapter. That doesn't make any sense. This is going pretty awful. Anyway, my explanations are terrible. Where is the next? There it is. The beam's over there. Okay, cool. But the chapters for when Blame came out, I think it was published in Japan in '95. It might have been published before then. But it... Oh my gosh, my jumping for this is just dreadful. Sorry you guys have to watch this. Anyway, I really like it. I really like Blame. Like, I wish I could like go into detail about the story, like what it is, but I just don't want to give it away. It did have a prequel as well to explain how the world got the way it was, which is really good too. And that was, I don't think that was ever published here. Seriously? I just had to jump an inch to the left, and you just didn't let me. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna die. I'm sorry, this is just so bad. Let's go the opposite direction. This is probably taking longer than it probably should. There we go. This does remind me a little bit of Cube, as well. I know I mentioned that in the first level. Okay, so I can't do that, but I can most certainly make this jump. Oh, are you kidding me? Dude, like, it's just no reason whatsoever. There we go. Oh god. No, I can't do that. Not gonna let me do that. Oh, okay, we're just gonna send me off. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that there's an unnecessary, like, kind of push in this game that just completely botches your landing. I want to say it's my fault, but oh my gosh. There we go. I'm not entirely convinced every single time has been my fault. Okay, I'm not gonna hit that. I can't hit that. Let's do here, here. There we go. Are you serious? Okay. Oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. This is going so well. Why did you just send me to the left? Or the right? Okay. Alright, where'd the beam go? It's the one problem with the towers is that I can never see where the beam is. And then I'm like playing like crap now. Oh my gosh. It's like the biggest delayed. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's not gonna send me where I need to go. Chair is squeaky. Okay. There we go. There we go. Where is this beam? Why do I keep losing it? Yeah, that's clearly not the right direction. This is not a good show of this. I'm sorry. Trying to see where I'm going here. Is there anywhere that I can go that I can see the beam? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm underneath it. Now I have to figure out how to get up there. It looks like these bridges over here lead there. So let's hop down here and see if we can get a closer view. Oh, no, those aren't gonna... Okay. Wonderful. I'm not gonna take me to them. I definitely feel that more control needs to be put onto the player character. A little less of a drift would be applied. And there seems to be an exaggeration when you... Which, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a very, very poor quality video, I think. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now where is this? Okay, there's no way I can't see it from here. Oh, okay, there you are. Alright. So, we need to get... much, much higher than we are right now. Okay, so this one right here can take me up there. I don't think it can take me... Music is good too. It seems very city-like. Almost like a nightclub. Not that I would know what the music in a nightclub is. I do. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. Alright, so this beam is up here. Can this lead me to... Oh yeah, I can. Okay, cool. It's a very generous jump right there. I think we only have one more caboose to find, actually. It's really high. It's actually really cool. Don't see the other caboose though. I can't imagine that we are not close to done with this, especially, you know, obviously reaching all of the caboose that we have reached, so. Really don't want to screw this up at the end. I feel that we've missed one. Oh wait, there it is. Yep, right behind the 4 pillars. Are you kidding me? I can't believe I missed that. I didn't even think about it. I even like walked around there like estimating my jump too. We can go back down. I think that this bridge leads to this, or I can jump off of this bridge onto that one, so maybe. Yeah, I can, because I am awesome. Cool. All right, this is getting a little bit better near the tail end. There we go. Nice. Admittance. Memories of the Night is the achievement unlocked for all of the. I think it's actually the rarest achievement too. Would be my guess. Where there is a portal, isn't there? Yeah, right there. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this leads right from here to, where was it? Okay. This one? No? Yeah, this one to here. Okay, cool. And then this one to this level up here. Well, that's really cool. I was looking forward to 100%ing this tonight, and it looks like that's what we're gonna do. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so this was the. Oh, a gate. Another gate showed up. I don't know why I keep calling them gates. I think that they're just, you know. I think that's a trap right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's platform. Oh, yeah, I guess that's not too much of a deception there, I guess. Okay. Oh my. Really? I don't. Okay. Well, this is a save point, so. Oh man, that's cool. Gosh, that's so cool. It's a neat feature. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, gotcha. It does have the same kind of magic as Cairo. I think I mentioned that in the Viarium playthrough. But it just feels so true to this one. Cairo is a very good game if you do get a chance to play that one as well. I feel that sound effect is really loud. Hopefully that doesn't cover any of my. Anyway, but Cairo is this like ancient machine that you wander through, and there's platforming, and there's an environmental walker, which is one of my, or environmental exploration, which is one of my favorite genres. I really enjoy it. Gotcha. But Cairo is exceptionally cool. It's very pretty and does a lot of really fun things. Oh, there's the ending sparkle up there. Okay. This looks like the right. This feels like you're building a factory, like a citywide furnace. Oh, cool. This is neat. Oh, I drifted a little bit there. And there we go. Okay. Oh, and cool. And that's the end. The energy of the mind is the essence of life, Aristotle. Oh. Well, that's cool. It's like a cemetery. Okay. Oh, this is very Gothic and very pretty. This is different. I like this environment. This is cool. A nice shade of blue is always really cool. A new cycle awaits to emerge, shaped by souls that transcend, a choice to conclude what still has to come. Okay. So you choose a door? I wonder if that had... Oh, okay. So these say different things. The blue gleaming origin of all lying deep beneath our roots. A vibrant world emerged through souls shaped by time, embracing our progress. The Elysian world floating above all shades, conveying sun and night to us. So, these were the three doors these are the three worlds that we went through. The blue gleaming origin of all, lying deep beneath our roots. A vibrant world emerged through soul shaped by time, embracing our progress. Okay. Yeah, ruinous. Or at least that's what it sounds like. And then the Elysian world floating above all shades. And it was light and night at the same time. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm projecting. Maybe they're just... So do I choose which one was my favorite then? Man, that's kind of hard to do. Well... Yeah, I surprisingly, I think I liked the factory the most. The last world. Honestly, I mean, I really liked Ruinous, but the last one was really, really pretty. Your choice has been sensed clearly. As time passes, your fruits will labor and your soul will flourish. Be patient. Await the future. So I did find out that this is up for updates. Like I said, the one... excuse me. They are doing more... One Vision is doing a lot more like progress. They're doing more for the game. They're doing updates. They're doing updates to their other two games, and they're still working on this one. There's going to be like a time mode, and there will be a... there's probably going to be some other things added to it. I don't know about more levels, but this could have some leveling effect with either a sequel to this or any of their other games. So I guess we'll see. So thanks so much for watching. I know this one ran a little bit longer because I apparently was being just completely stupid with, looking for everything. But then also, like, I got caught up in storytelling. But hopefully I didn't waste too much of your time. And thanks so much for being a part of this channel and listening to me ramble about things that matter to me. We're going to talk more in the future of how I got more into game after game after game. But I'm glad that this could be a part of this and that everybody could share it with me. I'm gonna probably cut it here because I don't want to go too long for everybody, be annoying. But again, thank you so much for watching. This is Ascendance by One Vision. Definitely check them out. They seem to be a very cool company. They seem to be a very attentive to like style and their own neat interaction with things. It just seems like a really cool design choice for all of their work. So, but yeah, thanks again so much for watching, and I will see everybody in the next video and stream. So thanks again.